One of the best parts about a new NBA season is not only seeing the big name stars on new teams, but also seeing the incoming rookies get their start in the league. It's always exciting to see how the top picks in the NBA draft are going to translate their game from college or overseas ball to the NBA. And for the last couple of years, we have been blessed to see some incredible talent. In 2018, we saw Ben Simmons tear it up in his debut season after being injured the year before. We saw Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum out of nowhere become the big names of the 2017 draft, and there are also guys who have continued to improve over their last few years in the NBA. Last season, we were blessed to see Trae Young and Luka Doncic, two guys who can very well be all-stars this year. They are both killing it right now. This year is interesting because we had one of the most hyped rookies in years to get drafted since LeBron, and we are all hyped to finally see him in uniform, and he gets injured and we won't see him for another month. You hate to see it. In this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 rookies who I think are standing out so far. It's only a month in and anything can happen, but so far we have seen some surprises. Like I always say in my videos, please don't kill me, this is just my opinion, so don't hit me too hard. Anyways, let's jump right into the video. My name is Nas, and this is the Nas 5. Now, RJ Barrett put himself in the spotlight after being number 1 in the class of 2018 prospects, and we saw incredible potential with his impressive season at Duke, where he averaged 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. His ability to produce on the offensive end and his well-rounded game led to him eventually being the 3rd overall pick by the New York Knicks. There were a lot of concerns about how he would fit and adjust from college to the NBA, seeing that his weaknesses would put him in a difficult position to really thrive. But so far, while he's not looking like a top elite player, he's shown that there's plenty of potential. So far, he's averaging nearly 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists a game, which is not bad. One of his biggest strengths is his scoring ability as the main ball handler, and that's the primary role he has with the Knicks, getting to the rim and passing. His 6'10" wingspan has also helped him on the defensive end, where he has shown a lot of promise. If RJ can adjust to the current NBA and develop a solid jump shot, improve his catch and shooting, his all-around game will lead to a very promising NBA career. But from what we've seen for the past month, he has done pretty well, and he is most definitely one of the top rookies in the draft class so far. After a breakout season last year in Gonzaga, where he averaged 20 points and 6 rebounds, Rui Hachimura is seen as someone who could be a solid lottery pick, and sure enough, he was picked 9th by the Washington Wizards. Him being selected was pretty historic, seeing that he is the first player to be drafted from Japan. In the beginning, this was seen as a risky move by Washington, considering that there were questions about Hachimura's ability to thrive in the NBA with his size. But from what we've seen so far, that doesn't seem to be the case. He's averaging 14 points and 6 rebounds a game, and is in the top 5 in points, rebounds, and field goal shooting among rookies. His rebounding is one of the best reasons that the Wizards trusted him, and so far it's been working pretty well. As a 6'8" power forward, he is someone who could do really well, particularly in small ball lineups. Rui Hachimura has the potential to be an incredibly reliable player for the Wizards, and he can be a solid starter for a team that needs his rebounding and scoring while John Wall is out. I guess you can say none of us saw this coming. Huh? Alright, I'm done. Every season, there's always that one rookie that no one has ever heard of that some way just stands out and becomes a contender for Rookie of the Year. You can argue that was Luka Doncic last year and Donovan Mitchell the year before, but this year it looks like it's Kendrick Nunn. The craziest part about his story is that he's not just coming out of college straight to the league last year like most rookies. He played for the Santa Cruz Warriors G League team last year and got signed to the Heat this year. We could see a rookie who was in the G League last year win Rookie of the Year, which is the first time that's ever happened before, and it makes sense why. After putting up 40 in the last preseason game, he got put on the radar, and ever since, he's continued to make the case that he's the top rookie this year. He is leading all rookies in 6 categories: points, field goals made, 3-pointers made, steals, win shares, and overall plus minus. He's averaging 18 points a game on 47% from the field. The contributions that he's made are one of the biggest reasons that the Miami Heat are having their best start to a season since the Big Three era. His ability to score at ease can help lead this Heat team to a solid playoff run, and it could lead to him potentially being an all-star if he manages to keep this up. Even though he is an older rookie at 24 years old, the future is still incredibly bright for Kendrick Nunn, and it'll be interesting to see how he grows and if he can keep this up for the entire season. Because if he does, then he'll be a favorite to win Rookie of the Year by a mile. Morant was a no-name in his first year at Murray State, but the second year, he blew up. That second year surge led to him being the second pick in the draft by the Memphis Grizzlies. After losing Mike Conley, the Grizzlies were desperately looking for a point guard to take the team in a positive direction, and so far, Ja's been that guy. He's averaging 19 points and 6 assists a game, and his biggest strength so far is his ability to get to the rim. He's also shown his ability to perform under pressure. Against the Nets, he blocked Kyrie's game-winning shot, and against the Hornets, he took it to the rim and laid it up to win the game at the buzzer. He also had 23 points, 11 rebounds that game. For his size, his ability to get to the rim is incredibly impressive. He's not afraid to go up no matter how many defenders are there with him. Just imagine how much more of a threat at the basket he could be if he puts on some more muscle. His passing ability and defense are also some strength of his to point out. If he keeps building on his strengths and works on whatever his weaknesses are, Morant has the ability to be a superstar in the NBA, and it'll be interesting to see how he continues to develop throughout the season. Now look, you guys know I'm a Bulls fan, so I'm incredibly biased, but Coby White is one of the only good things we have going on for us as Bulls fans, so I'm going to sound like a stan for a little bit. The Bulls have been really needing a solid point guard, with Chris Dunn being incredibly disappointing as a starter last season, and luckily we got Coby White from North Carolina. So far, White's been very productive coming off the bench, and we've seen some incredible performances from the kid. In a game against the Knicks, he scored 27 points in the fourth quarter, including 7 threes. He also had a 29-point game against the Atlanta Hawks, where he made 6 threes in that game. Kobe's ability to score is fascinating to watch, and he has the potential to be an elite scorer in the league one day if he manages to keep this up. So far in the season, he's averaging nearly 14 points per game, which is not bad considering his role. If he can keep this up, he'll be the starting point guard for the Bulls pretty soon, and I have no doubt that he will be on the all-rookie first team at the end of the season. This is the 3rd year in a row that the Bulls had the 7th pick, and so far, Coby White is showing that drafting him was a great decision. Now if we can just fire Jim Boylen, get Larry Markkinen to stop slumping, and maybe we won't blow a lead, and maybe we can actually win some damn games. So that's going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and comment below which rookies you think are standing out so far 1 month into the season. I also want to thank you guys for the continued supports on the videos. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications to know when I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.